Hey, good afternoon. May I see Vincent Rudimsky?
Are they all second looks?
Yes.
Yes.
You know, I appointed Shade on this.
You did?
I did.
Well, takes care of that.
So maybe I got the, you know what I think they did was they transferred the case number already to Maine.
But it's Steve's?
Yeah, Steve Shade. Sorry I brought you up, Mr. Rudimsky. You could have a seat. I'll call you back in a few minutes.
Very good, thank you, Judge.
Jerry Vaughn. Who do you have, Mr.
Joseph Woodford on page
Nancy
2.
Joseph Woodford, please.
Page 2, second look docket.
Conti. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Okay, sir, violating a municipal ordinance which I'm not aware of what it is because it doesn't say.
Panhandling, sir.
Don't say anything, sir. Where are you?
Here it is.
Good afternoon.
Okay. Do you
Yes,
have
it
the
is.
file on this, ma'am?
Yeah. They will
I'm gonna take a look at your file.
So everything is good.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, you're welcome.
Good to
You're
see
gonna take up the little piece of paper. Did you get an email from my?
Looks like the other two are Hollywood,
You're
Judge.
Mr. Barber? Do you need to change it? Are you gonna be able to know a public defender?
Right up. Right up. Thank you.
Sandra, is your decision focus at the limit?
Here. Woodford's been arrested on November 15th, October 13th, September 9th. Trespassing. Mr.
Yes, this is panhandling charge, Your Honor.
Mr. Woodford, are you there?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, can you afford to hire your own attorney?
No, I can't, Your Honor. I'd like to resolve this today. I've been locked up since Friday for panhandling.
Do you have any money in the bank?
No, I don't have nothing. I'm homeless, sir. I don't have nothing.
How long have
No
you been?
family.
How long have you been
I've
out
been
here?
locked up.
Sir,
I've been
answer the
locked
questions.
up
Answer the questions,
since
sir.
2000,
Just
since
answer the questions.
2003.
Okay. Give this back. I'm going to appoint.
I'd like to plead no contest if that's possible.
I'm going to appoint an attorney. I'm going to appoint Mr. McLawrence to represent you. I'm going to send this to the division. I'm going to send it to Lorna Wren. Okay?
Too much.
Judge Lorna Wren.
You're
So it's your
over-talking
third arrest
me.
in about a month. So I'm going to send you to Judge Lorna Wren, and maybe she can help to get you into a program or get you off the street. I want to try to help you so we don't repeat this, all right?
Well, I'm waiting on a bed at Salvation Army as
Well,
we speak.
Judge
I've been
Lorna
talking-
Wren, Judge Lorna Wren knows all about how to get people in Salvation Army, and I want her to help you, all right? So I'm going to send you over
We
to
can't-
see her, okay?
Can I be ROR though
Nope.
and come back to court?
Now, I'm going to let you go over there. I read the report, and I know you have an addiction problem. It says it in the report, and I'd like to see you get some help. I feel if I let you out, it's not going to help you.
I've been clean and sober now for almost
Well,
a month now.
I understand, sir. I understand, but I'm going to send you Judge Lorna Wren. She can help you with that. That's her field of expertise, all right? I wish you the best, sir. Thank you. Okay, is that it for now?
I think that should do it, Judge. I think the other I saw were Hollywood.
Okay, all right. Ready to go, Mr. Morse?
Yeah, thanks, Judge. Page 11, Judge. Joseph Winston.
Page 11, Mr. Winston.
Morning, Your Honor.
Hey, Joe.
Winston, you're being represented by Mr. Morris. You don't need to say anything, sir. Allow your attorney to speak on your behalf, all right?
Yes,
Judge,
sir.
Let me just pull this up real quick here.
Judge, I'd ask you to just keep the bond as it is and just let him go over to, I think he's in drug court right now, but he's also got a transfer out, maybe go to Judge Bernie Bover. So we'll kind of figure it
I'm
out
gonna
there.
leave his bond at 1,000 on count 1, no bond on the warrants on 3, 4, and 5, all right?
Thanks, Judge. Joe, I'll come over and see you in the jail, okay?
You coming to see me now?
Yeah, I'm gonna come see you now.
Thank you.
Okay, Tom, thank you.
Thank you,
Judge,
Judge.
thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
good afternoon. My name is John Hurley. I'm your judge this afternoon. We're in first appearance court. Today is the day the court determines whether or not there's probable cause for your arrest. We're not here for a trial. We're not here to determine whether you're guilty or not guilty. You do not need to tell us about your case. Save all of your comments or your issues that you'd like to present for your attorney in a private meeting. Understand that you have the constitutional right to remain silent, but if you give up that right today, whatever you say can and will be used against you. Also, if you have a private attorney when you're called up, let me know who that is. We'll contact your attorney and let them know that you're in court. Now, I see Jill Horton.
Your Honor, that's North Broward. She's on the phone with pretrial at the moment.
Okay, got it. How about Yesen Ambrosio Hernandez?
Oh, there we go. Speak English, sir?
We need Spanish
Inglés?
interpreter, Judge.
Sí. Siete say, por favor. Gracias. Okay. Spanish, thank you. I see Analia Rodriguez.
Bonded.
How about Yasmin Asdari?
North Broward Judge, I spoke with Miss Azari's attorney this afternoon. His name is Robert Josefsberg. I'd like to get the phone number. I'd like to get the phone number to Miss Azari.
My name is Yasmin
as well
Azari.
as instructions for her for when she gets to court. He's out of town until January 6th. He asked that when she goes to court on the 22nd, if she could reset the case to January 6th so that he could be there.
Okay, so what? Okay, let me just say, this Asdari, you're being charged
Yes,
with
sir.
a violation of probation. You're going to be held without bond. Now, I need to kind of sort through this attorney thing. What is the? I'm not quite understanding. What do you want me to do?
I'm trying to pass a message along, Judge.
I don't know. I haven't been able to talk to my attorney right now.
You want to give her the telephone number of the attorney?
I would if the court would
I need the
allow.
telephone number of the attorney. I haven't been able to talk to him since I left Tennessee.
We're going to get to that, ma'am. Hold on. Deputy at North Broward, could you take a telephone number down for us?
Sure.
Okay. You ready to go? Go ahead, Mr. Miller.
305 358
I can't hear it, Your Honor.
305-358-2800.
2800. That's
Got
Mr. Josephsberg returns on January 6th, and he wants his client to reset the case to January 6th so that he can appear.
Okay. Ma'am, you know the name of your
Yes.
attorney, Mr. Josephsberg, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that deputy's going to give you that telephone number, and you'll see your judge on the 22nd, and I believe the message is to ask the judge to reset it to January 6th so your lawyer can come back in. He's out of town, all right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Judge.
Okay.
Your Honor, Miss Horton's ready.
Ms. Horton? Okay. Where's Ms. Horton?
Your Honor, I did speak with Ms. Horton. She does have some hearing issues, so it's going to be, if we could be a little bit patient with her. She's been in South Florida since 1975. She collects disability, Your Honor. We'd be asking you to consider ROR on Ms. Horton's behalf.
Does she have a criminal record?
No, Judge.
Okay. Ma'am, did you speak with the alleged victim? There was no contact. Okay, ma'am, my main concern is, you've been served with an injunction. My main concern is that you don't return to 1734 Northwest 56th Avenue. Do you understand that, ma'am?
No, sir.
Okay.
I didn't understand one word.
Well, you've been served with an injunction, like a restraining order. You're not allowed to return to that address. Is that clear?
But that's where my pocketbook and everything is.
Well, now that's a different story. If you need your pocketbook and your belongings, do you have any friends or family that could go there and pick that up for you?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll allow you to go
My
there.
whole family is dead.
Okay. Who lives at that house?
Bruce Washburn. Every girl who's been in that house is dead.
Well,
Yes, sir. The
Okay.
girl who had my room.
Hold on, ma'am. Hold on, ma'am. Ma'am, hold on. Ma'am, hold on 1 second, please.
well, I would just suggest then that if you're going to go back there, you go with a sheriff's deputy or a, let me see, where
That's fine.
Lauderhill Police Department. Call up the Lauderdale Police Department.
I'd rather go with the sheriff's deputy.
I'm not sure they're going to go
Because-
out there to Is that Lauderhill?
Because-
Is that BSO?
Lauderhill.
Separate police department,
Yes.
right? I
No,
think.
no.
What?
Yeah.
Sir,
Ma'am,
sir,
ma'am.
they came into the house.
Ma'am, don't
I
talk
told
about the
them
facts of the
they
case,
were-
ma'am.
They told me
Miss-
to pack.
Miss Horton.
I did. Then they came in after an
Miss-
hour and they said, you're under arrest because you took too long to pack.
Okay.
I'm arrested because I took an hour to pack my things and I'm disabled.
I understand. Ma'am, I understand. Let's move on. If you want to go back there, call up the Lauderhill Police Department. Tell them that Judge Hurley said you could go back there one time, collect your belongings, and then
Honey, I have loads of furniture in there. I have big leather
Okay.
lazy boy
Ma'am.
recliners. I have
Ma'am.
2 Tempur-Pedic mattresses.
ma'am,
If I,
you may want to call a mover to meet you there. You may want to call a moving company or somebody with the truck when you go back there to pick it up, and call Lauderhill Police Department so they stand by. But after that, ma'am, you're on your own, all right? You have an injunction against you.
Yeah.
You have to stay away. I'll release you on your own recognizance, but I'm going to order that other than
But I
the
have
one-
nowhere to go.
ma'am,
Okay.
Your Honor, can
Ma'am,
I?
I'm going to order that you don't return to 1734 Northwest 56th Avenue except one
That's
time.
the wrong address. Sir, that's the wrong address. It's 1743. He reversed the last 2 numbers.
All right, ma'am, good luck. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Thank you.
Can I have a
But
chance
sir,
to talk to
they
her
took
and explain
the
this,
money out of my
ma'am?
pocket.
If you want to let her go
They
to the
stole
side.
my money
Ma'am,
out of
ma'am.
my pocket. See, I had a way to God.
Deputy at North Broward, could you please put Miss
Horton, Jill
Horton
Horton.
to the side by the telephone? The public defender's
sir.
going to call her in a minute, all right?
Okay.
Thank you. What do you want me to do? Right.
She was here in the third day motion, and she was charged to five counts of disorder of law enforcement, 5 counts of aggravated assault. Those are the five for just a course,
There you go. You're welcome.
See, I can be helpful.
Let's call up,
I can be helpful.
George Babula. Please come forward.
And
Good afternoon, Judge. We were here earlier. Joshua Rydell on behalf of Mr. Babula.
And Your Honor, I've spoken with Detective Briz, who is present in court, and Mr. Rydell. At this time, if you,
Josh, if you guys could just share the podium, please.
He's going to see my notes, though.
I know.
I'm joking. So I won't look at yours. You don't look at mine, all right?
Exactly. You guys stand back to back. Your Honor, I'm going to be withdrawing my previous request to foreclose bond and hold no bond upon talking about the matter with Detective Briz. I do believe that there's probable cause for armed burglary of a dwelling or structure based on what's in the report, the admissions, Mr. Babula providing property that was taken from the unit to his stepson, making false claims that he purchased the unit through auction, which was not true, passing along information that there were guns in the unit that only someone that was present in the unit would have been aware of, Your Honor. So I believe that there's probable cause, but I'm not asking to see.
Okay, so the state's
proof
taken
of presumption grade.
the request of holding Mr. Babula without bond on an armed burglary of a structure off on count 1. So today the court needs to determine whether there's probable cause on count 1 through count 9. I'll read them: burglary of a structure armed, 2 grand theft, 3 grand theft of firearm, 4 grand theft of firearm, 5 grand theft of firearm, 6 grand theft of firearm, 7 possession of a weapon by a convicted felon, 8 criminal mischief, 9 possession of a weapon or ammunition by a convicted felon. Now, do you have any comment now about probable cause?
And Judge, here is my position on behalf of my client at this time. I'm not going to be contesting probable cause.
Okay.
I spoke to Mr. Linder previously, where we agreed to let the court set a bond in the matter, and in lieu of the detective coming here. And I don't want any connotation that I'm arguing some motion that I'm not. I'm not going to cross-examine him. Okay. I will let Mr. Linder present testimony through him if he wants. He did come down here, but we did come to an agreement. So obviously, as the detective's here.
Since he's here, let me put it under oath. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, and tell us your name, sir.
Alexander Briz, last name is B-R-I-Z.
Okay, and you were employed by who?
Broward Sheriff's Office?
And you're a detective, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you have an opportunity to investigate Mr. George Babula regarding a burglary which allegedly occurred in North Lauderdale sometime between August 15th and October 11th of 2015?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, and because this is more for bond purposes at this point, I'm going to go a little bit outside of just this particular allegation. Detective Briz, have you been involved in investigating recent burglaries of storage units in Broward County?
Yes, sir.
And based on your investigation, have you made a determination or reached probable cause to arrest and charge Mr. Babula on at least two burglaries of storage units?
No, sir. The previous case was Pompano Beach Detective Rocky.
Okay, but when I say you, I mean law enforcement.
Yes, law enforcement has found probable cause on at least 2 units, and investigation is ongoing.
Are you familiar with the investigation that was conducted in Pompano Beach also?
Briefly.
Could you please just tell the judge what evidence or what you believe you've been able to determine through your investigation into this burglary at the public storage unit in North Lauderdale?
And Judge, I want to be clear because I think it's getting a little out of the box here. I'm going to be objecting to anything outside. I don't think it's relevant to talk about other things. The court was made well aware in the affidavit originally to arrest my client that there was allegedly 8 other pending burglaries. So I may be cross-examining, but if we wanted to leave it in the vacuum of this, I'm okay to do that.
I just, I'm letting him give me a complete picture. Go ahead.
Okay. I can only speak about 2 of the cases. The first case is the Pompano Beach case where Detective Rocky arrested the defendant back in November. Shortly after arresting him, she recovered some property. It was described as police equipment, tactical vests, BSO raid shirts, BSO hats, different law enforcement equipment. All of that, Detective Rocky put out a flyer through law enforcement. My victim, who was noticed the crime in October of this year, had the exact same items taken. He identified every single piece of property recovered that came from Mr. Babula as coming from his unit. Mr. Babula misrepresented these items to his stepson, Sean Bonilla, who was a BSO deputy. He gave these items to him and said he had bought them at auction. My victim's unit has never been up for auction. It's always been paid on a timely basis. We looked over internal documents to show that it's never been auctioned.
I was just curious, it's unclear from here. Why was, I'm just curious about this. Why did that unit, is the unit owner a deputy or a law enforcement person?
The unit owner is a former deputy who was terminated in 2013. He's currently in the arbitration process trying to get his job back. Once he was no longer a deputy, he secured his firearms and all of his police equipment in the storage unit. He discovered it missing in October of this year, and right around that time in October of this year is when the defendant gave these items to his stepson, who is a brand new deputy, actually in field training. And he misrepresented the items as having come from a auctioned unit. My victim didn't identify one item. He identified every single piece of police equipment that was recovered as coming from inside of his unit. Still at large, I have 4 firearms and ammunition.
So unrecovered 4 firearms.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what kind of firearms they are?
Yes, sir. 2 Glock 40 caliber firearms, a Model 23 and 22, a Colt AR-15 assault rifle, and a Winchester 12-gauge shotgun.
Okay. What kind of assault rifle did you say that was?
A Colt AR-15.
Okay. Go ahead, State.
And, one moment. And you mentioned in your report how this unit was broken into, correct, Detective Briz?
Yes, sir.
Are you
It was broken into by removing screws. I actually brought photos of...
I trust you. I mean, I think I got the picture of how it was broken into.
Are you familiar with how the storage unit in Pompano was broken into?
Yes.
Judge, I'm going to object. That's not before the court for any consideration. Your Honor previously has reviewed this case.
I have.
Made a determination on bond on it.
I think right now I just want to get a general picture, so go ahead.
Well, I'm just,
You're saying that other units had the same MO, how they were broken into?
Similar MO, sir.
I got it.
That's-
Let me ask you this, were they all in the same area, same company, these units, different?
Investigation revealed Mr. Babula has multiple units, has had multiple units all over the county just through public storage, and that's not to include other companies.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Dave?
Detective Briz, is there anything else you wish the court to be aware of as part of your investigation? Any concerns for the public, for the property of the public, Detective?
Other than my firearms are still at large, that's my greatest concern. I would like to recover those firearms.
I understand. Okay, State,
Yes,
let me
Judge.
ask you, is he a convicted felon?
Your Honor, yes, he was previously convicted. He had in 1989 trafficking cocaine over 400 grams, 2 counts, 2 counts of trafficking cocaine between 28 and 200 grams, and delivery of cocaine. He was sentenced to 7.5 years state prison. Your Honor, just to advise the court, when you set the bond on the other case, total bond at $10,000, having no idea, obviously, about these allegations at that time, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Riddell, is there anything you want to say regarding bond and release conditions at this time?
Yeah, Judge, I would. First of all, I think dates are always important for the court. I have his trafficking case at a different date. I have it in the early 90s as opposed to the late 90s. I think that obviously...
89.
Oh, pardon me?
I said 89.
Oh, I thought you said 98.
No, 89, that's what I wrote down.
Okay, I thought I misheard that. And there's been no issue since. My client is aware that he's a convicted felon, as all convicted felons are. He wasn't in any of these cases, allegations or anything, aside from what potentially was taken or by whom was not in, there's no firearms caught on him or anything like that. Obviously, with whatever release conditions, how stringent the court wants to be with them, my client will not possess any firearms and will abide by any order and surrender, anything he knows about or along those lines. And regarding bond, first off, I just would like to call my surety agent is present, Jeff Millman from Broward County Bail Bonds. I'm happy to proffer unless you'd like to take testimony, Judge.
Okay, I'll hear from the bondsman. Sir, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
How you doing? Just state your name for the record.
Jeffrey Millman,
Okay, Mr.
Broward
Millman.
County Bail Bonds.
Good, you're a licensed bail bondsman in the state of Florida?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
You want to ask your bondsman any questions?
I do, Judge, just briefly, because it deals with one of the other factors that we have at play that the court's to consider. Mr. Millman, you're aware that obviously you're the individual that posted Mr. Babula's first surety bond, correct?
Correct.
And what was the amount of that bond?
Total $10,000.
I understand it was two $5,000 bonds.
$5,000 bond.
Okay, and that bond was posted, correct, by your office?
Yes, it was.
And your office makes determinations in terms of flight risk,
Yes.
bondability, and a litany of other factors when determining not only to bond somebody out originally, but in a situation like this, you don't even need to stay on that bond, correct?
Correct.
In this case, you're going to be staying on Mr. Babula's first surety bond of $10,000.
Yes.
And regarding contacts you've made with his family, with whatever property there is, as well as with Mr. Babula himself, you would obviously, assuming it's a numerical number we're able to come that he's able to post, you would be comfortable, ready, willing to post a second surety bond.
Yes, I would.
I have nothing further from the surety agent.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Steve, do you have any comment about bond and release conditions?
Your Honor, I just, you'd set the $10,000 bond, Your Honor, when it seemed like you had evidence of just one burglary. Now there's another, Your Honor. It seems like the net is getting wider, Your Honor, so I do have, my concern is greater than it was just a couple weeks ago, or in mid-November when Mr. Babula came before you. Your Honor, I would just be asking the court to set the bond first off based on, at this point in time, you have found probable cause for a first-degree felony punishable by life, and so I'd obviously ask the court to take that in consideration too.
All right, what kind of bond are you seeking?
Your Honor, on count one, and I understand as Mr. Rydell stated earlier, this is a allegation of stealing a firearm as opposed to bringing a firearm into a dwelling. I would be asking for, on count one, $25,000, count seven, $5,000, and count seven and nine, $5,000, and the rest be left as the state.
Okay, what about any other release condition?
Well, obviously, I'd ask for, condition no firearms or weapons, which he's not allowed to by law anyways. Your Honor, I wasn't going to be seeking a GPS. You'd already ordered on his last case no return to any public storage facility, so obviously I'd want that to be a condition on this case as well.
Okay. Go ahead, Mr.
Thank you,
Rydell.
Judge.
Would you like to make a comment today about bond or release
Just
conditions?
some argument regarding bond, and again, it's just a reiteration of the comment I made earlier. Again, I'm not contesting the statute itself, but the legislative intent behind the armed burglary concept, where it's specifically addressed in the legislative comments of where the law is codified, talking about, obviously, and me and Mr. Linder do agree that it does meet the predicate offense. There's a difference in, at least when the legislator passed it, as opposed to somebody going and obviously procuring a firearm during the commission of a felony, as opposed to going in with the intent to commit an armed felony. It is the same type of law. I just believe there's a slight culpability difference between the two. And regarding the bond, his family has extraordinary strong ties to Broward County. His sister is who posted the original surety agent. She put up aspects of her house. She's planning on doing that with this case. Both Mr. Babula's sister and brother-in-law.
Go ahead.
Pardon me, Judge?
No, go ahead.
Oh, both his sister and his brother-in-law, they're in the public education system. So these aren't people that make millions of dollars, but they have been.
It's most likely out on the street right now, and that is a dangerous thought that AR-15 is out there on the street, and there's 240 caliber Colts out there also. Glocks.
Yes, sir.
And the court is very concerned about that aspect of this case. And the court does believe that until that AR-15 is recovered, we don't know where it is. This defendant does pose a danger to the community. His bond on count 1's $25,000. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 will be $1,000. 7, $5,000. Count 8, that will be $100. And then count 9 will be $1,000. The defendant will have pretrial release with the GPS monitor. That will be level 2. The court will order this defendant have not have any firearm, any gun, any ammunition in his possession at any time under any circumstance. The court notes the strength of the case against the defendant. The court notes that when the court speaks about strength of the case, he has a law enforcement officer stepson who allegedly is a material witness in this. And the court does believe that to a certain extent there's been ongoing criminal activity in these matters. The court does note he has a serious criminal record that he went to prison for 7.5 years on. But I want to underline again, this court's concerned that AR-15 is still out on the street. Thank you very much.
Judge, we thank the court for its time this afternoon.
Sir, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
How much is it total?
36,100.
To Shanna Lewis.
6,100, just like the mid-series. Thank you.
Translate from English to Spanish, Spanish to English, truthfully and to the best of your ability.
Yes, I do, Sylvia Orozco.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ma'am. Sir, you've been charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon,
Asalto, ataque agravado con un arma mortífera.
felony battery,
Una agresión que es delito mayor.
culpable negligence.
Negligencia o descuido culpable.
You have 2 warrants on traffic matters also.
Tiene 2 órdenes de arresto por asuntos de tráfico.
The total bonds on the warrants are $2,500.
Son $2,500 la fianza total de las acusaciones.
State, I don't have the underlying.
Oh, Your Honor, what I can provide, you don't have in your packet the warrant affidavit?
No, Judge Pohl already found
El juez Paul ya
cause.
If you give me one moment,
que
let me
hay
see what
una
I can find
causa
for you, Judge.
probable. Fiscalía dice, espéreme un momento, leo lo que
And my
tengo
mistake,
acá.
I thought it was the warrant affidavit in there, but I was wrong.
Creo que lo que tenía era el affidavit de la orden de arresto.
The court will find
Okay.
probable cause to 4 and 5, the warrants.
Tribunal encuentra que existe la causa probable del 4 y 5, lo que son las órdenes de arresto.
I've got a copy of the affidavit here.
Yo tengo una copia del affidavit.
Just stand by one moment, sir.
Por favor, pásese al lado un momento mientras se revisa. Gracias. What's his name?
So the court has reviewed the affidavit
Se han
to arrest
revisado
you,
los affidavits para el arresto
and the court will find
y
probable
el
cause.
tribunal encuentra que existe la causa probable.
However, as a matter of law,
Sin embargo, como cuestión
probable cause
de
was
ley,
already found by Judge Pohl.
el juez Paul ya había hallado que existe una causa probable
Now,
para su arresto.
State, does this defendant have a criminal record?
Fiscalía, este acusado tiene un récord criminal y penal, tiene antecedentes.
Your Honor, I see no record.
No veo ningún récord, señoría.
I can tell you that Mr. Ambrosio Hernandez was extradited to Broward County from
Puedo
Fulton County, Georgia.
decirle que fue extraditado al condado Broward de Polk County.
Sir, are you currently employed?
Señor, ¿usted está empleado? ¿Actualmente tiene trabajo?
Sí,
Yes.
What type of work is that?
¿Qué tipo de trabajo es el que usted hace?
en restaurante.
Restaurant.
Is that restaurant here in South Florida or is it out of state?
¿Ese restaurante queda aquí en el sur de la Florida o queda fuera del estado?
Es fuera del estado.
Out of the state.
Do you have any money in the bank?
¿Tiene usted dinero en el banco?
No,
No.
When was the last
pero mi
time?
familia sí.
But my family does.
When was the last time you lived in South Florida?
¿Cuándo fue la última vez que usted vivió en el sur de la Florida?
Ya hace 8 meses.
It's been already 8 months.
Okay, sir, was there contact with the alleged victim, sir? There was no contact. Sir, based on the
Basado
facts of the case,
en
the
los
level
hechos
of
del
violence,
caso y el nivel de violencia,
of course, we'll set your
se
bond
pone
account
la
1 at
fianza
5,000,
en 5,000 en el cargo número 1.
count 2 at $3,500,
3,500 el cargo número 2,
count 3 at $1,500.
cargo número 3, $1,500.
Your total new bonds are $10,000.
$10,000 es el total de las
Previous
fianzas.
bonds are $2,500.
Sus fianzas anteriores son 2,500.
Total bond amount today is $12,500.
Hoy es 12,500 el total de sus fianzas.
And the court also notes the level of violence,
También la Corte toma nota sobre el nivel de violencia,
your lack of ties to the community,
su falta de lazos con la comunidad,
concern for the safety of the alleged victims.
la preocupación que tiene el tribunal por la seguridad de la supuesta víctima.
The court will order that you have no contact directly or
Ordenamos
indirectly.
que no tenga ningún contacto, ni directo ni indirecto, con
Claudia Gutierrez
Claudia Gutiérrez
or her sister Cecilia.
o su hermana Cecilia.
You must stay 500 feet from both of them.
Debe mantenerse a una distancia mayor de 500 pies de las dos,
They live,
de donde viven ellas,
where they work,
donde trabajan ellas,
where they go to school,
donde estudian
anywhere else.
y cualquier otro lugar.
You're
Okay.
not allowed to possess any guns or weapons.
No se le permite poseer ningún arma de fuego, ni otro tipo de arma, ni municiones. El día cuando usted quede en libertad no puede llevar ningún arma ni munición de ninguna clase.
Thank you, sir.
Gracias, señor.
Your Honor, there was a. Oh, I'm sorry.
¿Alguien más requiere español?
Judge, this is Renee Martinez on page 6 of your docket.
Good afternoon, Mr. Martinez.
Buenas tardes, señor Martínez.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
You are charged with operating
La acusación que
a
tienes
vehicle with no driver's license.
conducir un vehículo sin licencia de conducción.
There are 3 traffic tickets,
Existen 3 multas de tráfico,
plus a speeding ticket.
además de una multa por velocidad excesiva.
He's out. Yeah, Your Honor.
Yes.
Well, does the court find probable cause?
¿Existe la causa probable? Sí.
What's probable cause today?
El tribunal encuentra que sí existe la causa probable.
Mr. Martinez is currently out on bond for 2 counts of DUI property damage,
El señor
leaving the
Martínez
scene of an accident
en
in
este momento se
DWS. encuentra
en libertad bajo fianza por dos acusaciones de conducir bajo la influencia y daño a la propiedad.
15-202
202
55
55
MU-10A.
M110A. Ese es uno de los casos.
And what's the okay. Sir, today the court
Señor, el tribunal,
assume you have no money and excellent ties to the community.
hoy día nosotros suponemos que usted no tiene lazos con la comunidad.
Bond on count 1 is $1,000.
La fianza en el caso número 1 es $1,000.
The bond on the open case is revoked. You'll be held without bond.
Y lo que tiene los casos que tiene todavía abiertos, se revoca la fianza y permanece usted bajo custodia sin fianza.
That is 15
Ese es el caso número 15,
055
2055
10A.
M110A.
Thank you.
Gracias, señor.
That's it. The main deal.
By Paul Ryan, they wanted to see if they could do one out of order. I believe it's on your second look at Anthony. The only Anthony I see would be Anthony Felton.
Okay, no problem. Let me, do you want to make an announcement for Spanish?
¿Alguien requiere español?
Where's my second copy?
Nadie español.
Okay. Is it Anthony Felton? Where? Anthony Felton?
All right. Jose.
Hey, Mr. Felton.
How you doing, sir?
Domestic battery by strangulation. Is this a 30-day?
Second look.
It should be filed, Your Honor, on Odyssey.
Jose something.
You're valid for it? I'm missing the signatures. You go at the back of the docket. Well,
Gracias. Judge? Wait, Spanish?
Oh, wait.
Go get her phone.
There you go. Just stand by one moment for the Esplanade. Oh, she's come back in. Let me look at Mr. Felton here real quick.
Good timing.
I'm looking here. It's a 30-day motion, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, December 14th, 2015. State of Florida versus Anthony Cornelius Felton. State filed an information, a formal charge. I'm going to read it. State of Florida versus Anthony Cornelius Felton. In charge with felony battery by strangulation. Count 2, domestic battery. I'm going to look on page 2. It says signed and sworn to by Marcy Zipor, State Attorney's Office, 14 December 2015. Let me ask the defense, do you have any issues with this? Okay, Mr. Felton, the motion to release you today will be denied. All previously set bond and release conditions shall remain in full force and effect, sir. Thank you very much.
Guess we get another interpreter case.
Okay, ma'am, you ready to go? Sorry, we
Yes, Your Honor.
let you go there and come back.
That's quite all right, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead. What is your name, sir?
Señor, ¿cuál es su nombre? ¿Cómo se llama?
Turn on the mic over there for us, please. Mike?
Mr. Miller, the mic.
The mic, please. Oh, sorry.
Mr.
Sorry,
Miller,
I didn't
the
realize
mic.
we were back.
Okay.
Señor, ¿cómo
The
se
mic is
llama
on,
usted?
Mr. Romero.
José Amílcar Viator Orgueta.
¿Cómo, perdón? Diga más duro, más fuerte su nombre. ¿Cómo es?
José Amílcar Viator Orgueta.
It's on
De
page 12
Atoro,
of your docket, Judge.
José de Atoro Arqueta. I think.
It's a medical reset from Saturday and Sunday, or Sunday and Monday.
Okay, I have here
that was in the public storage.
Villatoro Argueta is the name I have. Villatoro Argueta.
Filetoro Argueta.
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 Sir, you've been charged with battery on a police officer,
Agresión en un policía, en un oficial de policía.
resisting arrest with violence,
Resistir el arresto con violencia.
trespassing.
Entrometerse a propiedad privada.
You also have a warrant
También tiene una orden de arresto
for grand theft,
por un robo en mayor cuantía.
which will hold you without bond today.
Ese lo va a tener usted encarcelado sin fianza.
The court finds probable cause to each and every
El tribunal encuentra que existe la causa probable en cada una de las acusaciones que tiene.
Steve, do you have any,
Patrice, do you have any notes by any chance? Okay, what's the BCCN number, Judge?
240577.
What was that?
All I have is the Grand Theft Auto, Judge.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all I have, Judge.
So we're going to assume you have no money and excellent ties to the community.
Señor, yo voy a presumir que usted no tiene fondos suficientes y que además usted no tiene lazos con la comunidad.
I'm going to set count 1 and 2 at 2,500 per count.
Son 2.500 la fianza de cada uno de los cargos. Cargo número 3, $100. El cargo número 4 queda dentro sin derecho a fianza. Gracias.
Okay, I think that's it for Espanol, right?
Sí, mejor quiere que me entregue a migración, más mejor.
So what's better for me is to turn myself into immigration.
Well, I think that immigration will take care of this in a few days.
Inmigración se va a hacer cargo de este asunto en unos días, en unos pocos días. Gracias.
Your Honor, if we could recall a case, I asked that it be reset from this morning. We can go forward on it. Nina Ferguson.
Okay, may I see Nina Ferguson, please?
No.
Thank you. Hey, and that was a very nice party yesterday, and I want to thank you for personally directing me toward the good food.
Yes.
When I got up there, you basically took me by the hand and showed me where the buffet line was. And I appreciate that.
Yes, you're
Okay?
very welcome, Your Honor. My pleasure.
Take care. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
Bye. See you soon.
All right. Where's Nina Ferguson?
North Road.
There you go. Okay. Ms. Ferguson, we're here for possession with intent to sell, manufacture, deliver cocaine. Count 2 is trafficking in a heroin. Okay, so I'm going to find probable cause. State.
She has no priors.
No criminal record.
Your Honor, speaking with her, she's been here in South Florida her whole life. She was employed working for the Broward School Board earlier this year. Unfortunately, she lost her job. She was making $17 an hour. At this point, though, Your Honor, she's been trying to look for work. She hasn't. She has no money to make, no property. She's a registered voter. We'd be asking you to set a reasonable bond, Your Honor.
Okay. I read this. It does appear that. Let me just look here.
All right.
Okay. Ma'am, do you have children?
No, sir.
But you grew up here locally?
Yes.
Where'd you go to high school?
I played basketball, softball.
Where did you go?
I went to Hollywood Hills High School.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so you basically have ties here. You grew up here, right?
Yeah.
I see you're 32. You have no criminal record. Okay, so, ma'am, on count 1, the possession with intent to sell, deliver cocaine, I'm going to I'm going to leave that bond at $2,500. Count 2, the convenience bond, $75,000, ma'am, but I'm going to reduce that bond today to $10,000. All right? Your total bond today is $12,500. The court took into consideration your ties to the community, but also at the same time noted that you're facing a minimum mandatory prison sentence on count 2. All right? And notice the strength of the case against you. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I reduced your bond substantially. All right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
You do? too.
To Shanna Lewis, please. Bonded? Okay. Nicola Bandelt, Brandy Polowoski.
I got Pulaski.
Hey, Brandy Pulaski at the Paul Ryan Medical Reset.
Polowoski's a med reset. What about
Court find
Nicola
PC.
Bandelt?
Does the court find PC on Pulaski?
I do.
Thank you.
On Polowoski, yes. She's a med. Let's reset her for Wednesday in the PM.
Van Delt's also a med reset.
Okay, I'm going to find probable cause to both counts there. I'll reset them both for Wednesday in the PM.
All right.
Miss Sheila, how are you?
All right.
Need something?
Yeah, pass it through.
Okay. How are you doing today? Good to see you. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Rafael Rosa.
You think we need to go?
Who's Rafael Rosa?
You're bonded.
Bonded, okay. Nash Del Moro.
Main jail.
Give him misdemeanor traffic, no driver's license. Give me a moment. I'm looking at his driving record. Failed to appear in Broward, Palm Beach, Palm Beach, Palm Beach, another one in Palm Beach. He's been convicted of leaving the scene of a crash, no driver's license 3 other times, and he has no driver's license. He only has an ID card. So your bond today is going to be $2,000. You can bond out. Thank you.
Thank you.
I see Matthew Shackle.
Judge, Mr. Del Moro is advising he has no ability to bond out. I was wondering if the court would reconsider, allow him to resolve this case as well. He just recently resolved a bunch of stuff up in Palm Beach.
No,
I work.
no, sir, it looks like you have no driver's license. You continue to drive. You've even been convicted of leaving the scene of a crash with no driver's license. If it were one time you did it, but I mean, this is like an ongoing thing in Broward and West Palm. I'm looking at it right here. You don't show up in court. You've been convicted of it 3 times, so I believe it is,
Just
sir.
to remind the court, this is a 2012 case.
I understand. Thank you. And he still doesn't have a driver's license.
I fixed my West Palm Beach ticket last week.
Yes, sir.
I literally went to court.
Thank you. Matthew Shackle.
You wouldn't probably show me for a second.
Sir, DUI, count 1, DUI, enhanced breath reading of a .168, 165. Court finds probable cause. I'm looking at your driving record. It looks like you got a driver's license this year. You lived in the Virgin Islands. It says U.S. Virgin Islands. It says foreign country. I think somebody needs to take another look at that, but that's a whole other story. On the driving record, it says U.S. Virgin Islands, foreign country. On his last time I checked, it was part of the United States, but oh well. Now, what about?
He has nothing else, Your Honor.
Nothing else? Okay, sir. You still want
Judge, Mr. Shackle moved here to take a promotion with Marriott. and he's been working here since he moved here about a year ago. He does have money in the bank and intends to self-bond.
I got it. Sir, you don't know until I'm going to release you on your own recognizance today, all right? I'm just going to ask while you're out, don't consume any alcoholic beverages, all right?
Yeah, I definitely will learn. I appreciate it, sir.
You don't need to consume any alcohol. If you want to get a temporary driving permit, you have to go out to the Department of Motor Vehicles. The address is going to be on the traffic ticket you get for DUI, and that'll have an address. You have 10 days from the date of the arrest to go out and get that temporary permit, all right?
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
No.
Good luck to you, sir.
No, he's in there already.
Eric, you can go through them.
Okay. Check this out.
Where's the other one? Could you drop these off at SPU for me, please?
That's like Georgia. That's four countries.
They couldn't get him?
Oh, well.
Like that?
Judge, can I call one out of order, please?
Excuse me?
Can I call one out of order, please? It's Bruce Snyder. He's the last one on your docket.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, violating, where's Mr. Schneider?
He's coming, Judge.
Mr. Schneider, 2 counts of violating community control. They're both no bond. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. All right.
How about Nashawan Ahmad?
I believe that person bonded, Judge.
Like I was the only one who could do that. Why don't you call me out?
Is he Carl Thompson?
North Broward. Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I have information to share with the court.
Okay, count 2 is a violation of probation. Go ahead, sir. What would you like to say?
Your Honor, in speaking with Mr. Thompson, he's been a resident here in South Florida for the past 60 years. His only source of income is disability. He gets $733 a month, Your Honor. He does have, he lives at West Park with his parents, Your Honor. He has no money in the bank. He has no property, Your Honor. Also, we'd be asking you, he's getting treatment on the outside for a medical issue. We'd be asking you at this time to place Mr. Thompson on pretrial release.
I'm going to let him go. I understand. I respect your request, but under the circumstances.
Well, Your Honor, if I may, what's going on? Marge has been trying to reach Judge Robinson's JA because Judge Robinson has one more date that she's going to be in court. What's that? I was given one date next week.
I have a date right here, 1/4.
No, before then, before the end of the year. So we're trying to see if we can, if we want to reset for tomorrow. She's trying to find out if she can get her set before Judge Robinson before the end of the year.
You're talking about Carl Thompson?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll set up for Wednesday PM. There you go. Thank you. Sir, may I help you with something?
Go ahead.
Okay. Laurel Barber, Red Verse Johnson, and Vincent Skanes.
This is Mr. Barber, Judge.
Mr. Barber, you have a warrant on a felony, no bond, count 2, violation of probation, $1,500. Thank you.
Good luck. Judge, this is Mr. George. His attorney is Andy Coffey. Mr. Coffey couldn't make it here today. He's in trial. Mr. George advises he wants to go ahead and waive his presence for the purposes of this hearing.
All right, hold on one second, Mr. Miller. Regarding Mr. Barber, Your Honor, should it be a $5,000 bond on count 1 or no?
The bond was surrendered.
I have.
Judge Merrigan imposed a no bond hold on him for the VOP.
Hold on. I have right here a capias, right here. No show at a status hearing, no bond, felony petty theft, same case number.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All All right, who do we have here?
Judge, this is Robert George.
Sir, I saw Mr. Coffey outside. I didn't discuss the facts of the case, but scheduling, which we're allowed to confer about, and he said he was in trial. He wasn't able to be here, but he knows about this, and he's prepared to deal with it, I believe, on the 4th at 9:30 in the morning. Count 1 and 2, no bond. Count 3, misdemeanor 1,000. Those are warrants. Thank you. How about Red versus Johnson?
Medical research.
Med reset.
Okay, you know what? Do we really need to bring this back? I mean,
It's your call.
yeah, I'm going to let this go right to the division. He's been set for 12/16. So count 1's 102, no bond. How about Vincent Scaines?
North Broward.
North Broward.
Sir.
Sir, grand theft, count 1, 1,000. 2, you have a warrant on a misdemeanor, which, I'll tell you, is it DV? Count 2 is 2,000 on a warrant. Thank you, sir. Okay.
Ivanov? What happened to Ivanov?
Steve, you want to tell me what you think?
Sure. Okay. Your Honor, just gonna go through them.
We'll come right back. We're gonna.
Just gonna go.
Okay, we're on the main record. The following people are going to be released on their own recognizance. If you want to get up and leave the room right now, you can do so. Peter Iacobelli, you released ROR. Samuel Calloway, you released ROR. Kevin Gibson, stand by one moment. Ivan Ivanov, you released ROR. Eliza Henry, you released ROR. And then we have to, who do you have right there in front of us, Mr. Miller?
Judge, this is Jason Smith. He's here on a petty theft, second degree, first offense, $25 bond.
Okay, just give me a quick moment. This is a second look on him?
Yes.
I have an objection.
Thank you.
Jason Smith. Okay, I'm gonna look here. Okay, this came in under Judge Horowitz. And just take a look here. Okay, his name is Jason Smith. He's been known as Jason Wickham, Jason Doe, Lucifer Johnson, Jason Cockwell. I'm looking here, give me a moment. Allegedly went to IHOP, refused to pay for the food he ordered, stated he only ordered a coffee. Then he said, I did eat pancakes they brought to me. Okay. Okay. See, does he have any priors?
Your Honor, he, from what I can tell as far as Broward goes, he pled out a resistance without violence in September, trespass in May, and had a possession of marijuana in 2009.
Okay. Sir, if you'd like to plead no contest today, get the case over with, we can do that. And that'll be the end of it. And you go on about your way. Is that something you'd like to do?
You're going to let me plead on my own, no contest, and be released on my own from North Broward, or from the courtroom, from the area.
You'll be released from jail when the jailer, the deputy at North Broward deems it's appropriate
Jail or
for you to be
prison.
released.
You're going to release me from one of the two.
You'll be released most likely from the main jail. That's where you are right now. So if you plead no contest, your case will be over with today. We're not going to have a trial. You're not going to have your day in court. You're not going to have an attorney help you defend yourself. The case will be wrapped up right now, and you'll leave court in the next few hours. I can't guarantee the time, but you know, maybe 6 hours from now.
Are you saying excuse me, Your Honor, are you saying me plead in no contest, or are you saying knowledgeable contest?
You know,
I don't
what I'm
understand.
saying is I'm going to send you over to Judge Lerner Wren and let her help you get through this. All right?
All right. Thank you, Judge.
I don't think we're going to make any headway on that.
Mr. Simmons?
Yes, sir. Okay, Jason, you can go on outside.
Judge, if we could go ahead and order a mental health screen for Mr. Smith, I think that might be a good thing.
You said 3 hours,
Judge?
Yeah, he said 3 hours.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Okay, that was Mr. Smith. Who do you have next?
Judge, this is Jamal Simmons. I believe he is competent to plea out if the court wishes to.
So the last one was Smith, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, this gentleman's name again?
Jamal Simmons, Judge. He's here on a driving on a suspended license and operating on a no valid DO.
Okay. Sir, I'll give you a choice. You want to plead no contest or just let me let you out of jail today? You come back to court when you're. What do you want?
No contest,
You
sir.
understand we're not going to have. What? Do you have anything to say about that? No? Do you, sir, do you understand the case is over with? No trial, no day in court, wrapped up right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how do you plead, sir?
No contest.
I'll withhold adjudication. Good luck, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Judge. Good luck, Mr. Simmons. Judge, we have two more MO cases out of the city of Hollywood. Do you know if we'll be seeing Mr. Chait today?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you can leave. I don't know if we're gonna find Shade or not. I'll call over. Oh, hold on. I can tell you right now, I'm gonna send Mr. Vaughn. And what is your name, sir?
Radzimski.
I'm gonna send Radzimski and Vaughn to Judge Lerner Wren. Okay?
We can't take care of this today?
No, sir. Lerner Wren. Both Vaughn and Radzimski are going to Lerner Wren. Thank you, sir. Thank you both.
When's that?
Next week. That clears me at the main, Judge. Maybe excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so. Joshua Johnston, please.
Conti.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Johnston. Sir, you're here for theft. How come you haven't bonded out of the jail yet, sir?
No, I got the petty theft resolved yesterday, sir, with Judge Levy, Gonzalez Levy. She time served me on that. The only thing keeping me is the $25 bond on the other misdemeanor, and if I'm supposed to work tomorrow and the next day. If I could get ROR and go to court on that, that'd be ideal.
Which case was worked out yesterday?
The petty theft. I got a $60 restitution and court costs, and I told the judge if I get out this week, I'll pay that. The other one is not resolved. The second degree misdemeanor. They haven't. Yesterday they said they never filed charges yet.
Why didn't Judge, who was the judge, Lerner Wren yesterday?
Gonzalez.
Why didn't she just take care of the forgery of a prescription yesterday?
Honestly, we don't know. They said the state hadn't.
My guess is she didn't want to address it since the state hasn't made a filing decision yet.
Okay.
That's my guess.
So do you still live on 83rd Avenue and Plantation?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to release you on your own recognizance on that charge, all right? So count
Thank
1 and 2.
you very much.
Those two cases are ROR on him, all right? Here you go. Sign those.
Just the one case.
Thank you.
Yeah, the other case is done.
Excuse me.
It can be R-word on both. The other case is done. It doesn't exist anymore. There's nothing to R-word in the second case is what I'm saying. It's done. He pled out a case. You can't R-word on a case that's already pled out. It's not that case wasn't holding him to begin with anymore. The theft. The
What about James Owens? Do we have him? Where's James Owens?
Conti, Your Honor.
Dante, the 20A case.
Hi, Mr.
Good
Owens.
evening, Judge.
So, yeah, done yesterday.
I put PTR pending on it. What happened? Okay, hold on. We'll work. I think we work this out today if you want. I understand. Hold on. We'll work this out. Walmart. Sir, would you like to resolve your case today, Mr. Owens? You can plead no contest. Case is over with. We're not going to have a trial. We're not going to have a day. You're not going to have your day in court. It's wrapped up right now. Would you like to do that?
I would love to do that, Your Honor. I would love to plead to a lesser charge of, if it's your will, to attempted petty theft with no contest due to case and withheld.
Well, let me just tell you, you're not gonna be able to get that. You're gonna either plead to what you're charged with or not take a plea. You're charged with petty theft. So we're not gonna reduce anything today, but if you wanna take the petty theft charge, plead no contest, we'll resolve that today. You wanna do that?
Withhold adjudication?
Yeah, I'll withhold adjudication.
All right, deal.
How do you plead, sir?
No contest.
Yeah, I'll withhold adjudication. Just ask you not to return to that Walmart on Atlantic Boulevard in Pompano, all right?
All right, I hear you.
All right, good luck.
You too, sir.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one.
How about Stanley Etienne?
Conti.
Hello, Mr. Etienne.
How you doing, sir?
Sir, I'm great. You're here for theft. You've been in jail 5 days. How come you haven't bonded out yet?
I don't have anybody to bond me out, sir, and I don't have a debit card.
All right, Mr. Etienne, just give us a moment. Maybe I'll get you out of here. Let me look here. Okay, then you came in over the weekend. I see that. Let me just look here. How long have you lived down here in South Florida, sir?
About 2.5 years.
Okay, you have family down here?
Not really.
Okay. Do you have somewhere to go if I let you out of jail?
Yeah, I have somewhere to go. I have friends. I've made a lot of friends in South Florida.
Have you? Allegedly stole a bicycle for $119 out of the Walmart. Same place as Mr. Owens. Let me, So when you get out of jail, are you going to live on 7th Avenue?
Excuse me, sir?
Are you going to live on 7th Avenue when you get out of jail?
7th Avenue was actually a recovery program. I do not no longer live there. That's Fort Lauderdale.
Would you like to plead no contest to this theft charge?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You
Yes, sir.
understand if you plead no contest, the case is over with today, and you are not going to have a trial, you're not going to have your day in court. We're going to wrap it up right now. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. How do you plead, Mr. Stanley? Stanley, Etienne?
No contest, sir.
Okay, I'll
no
accept
contest.
that. I'll withhold adjudication. Have a nice holiday, sir.
All right, thank you. You too.
Thank you. Okay. What about Amber Fleming? Amber Fleming.
Go, brother.
Yes, hi, Ron.
Hello, Miss Fleming. Sir,
Hello.
ma'am, you've been in jail now a few days. How come you haven't bonded out of the jail yet?
I don't know anyone's phone number here.
Let me ask you, how long have you lived down here in South Florida now?
About 6 months.
Well, do you have family down here?
Yes, lots of family, but I don't have any of their numbers, and none of them have enough money to bail me out anyway.
Okay.
And I called a bail bondsman.
They probably know you're in jail, right?
I think my mom does, because I called the bail bondsman, and she said to him that my dad was having open heart surgery. So that's what has me freaked out, trying to get out so quickly.
Right. Well, you have here, you had a battery in 2006 in Orange County. In Brevard,
Yes.
you had a DUI in 2001.
Yes, sir.
In this case, these were some pretty, as I recall, some concerning facts right here. Right. The vehicle was bouncing up and down past the police officer on the road, traveling with flat tires. Right.
Trying to find a place to park it.
The rear tire was flat.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
I have a steady job. I have a daughter I have to take care of.
Yeah, but
I will not drive.
I thought you told me the other day your daughter didn't live with you.
No, my daughter lives with me.
How old is she?
16.
Who else
And I have
lives
no
in the
idea-
house?
My cousin and her daughter. I had 8 months clean. I had a relapse. I don't know what
Ma'am, don't talk about
happened.
the facts.
You don't need to get into it, man. That's fine. The box is scored up many vodka bottles. 10 pack. Only able to look at 7. So just go back and look at everything.
Okay.
Okay, so. All right, ma'am.
Sure.
How many days have you been in jail now, ma'am?
5 or 6, I think.
Okay. I'm going to release you to pretrial release. You need to be there tomorrow between 8 and noon time, downtown Fort Lauderdale. They'll give you a, they're going to give you a map right there. That's where you need to be tomorrow morning. Ma'am, while you're out of jail, you are not allowed to consume any alcoholic beverages. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna,
Yes, Your Honor.
you're going to have a drug and alcohol evaluation while you're there. You're going to be tested for alcohol and drugs every week. If you fail a drug test, you'll be rearrested and put back in jail. Do you understand that?
That's fine.
Do you
I
have
do.
a sponsor?
I had just lost my sponsor. That was the part that kind of threw me off.
I'm going to order
She
that
left.
within 48 hours you get another sponsor, and you're to
Yes,
attend 3 alcoholic anonymous meetings per week. Do you
I'll do
understand?
one a day. Every day I go.
Well, that's probably better. So I'll give you 48 hours to get your sponsor, all right?
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you
ma'am.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. So let's go through it. I think we covered everyone. Well, on the misdemeanor docket. Thank you, Patrice. Okay. Now, may I see Kevin Gibson, please?
Conti.
Yeah, yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Gibson, give me a moment. I need to look at the computer here.
Yes, no problem. No problem, sir.
So we're here today to see if the state of Florida has filed a formal charge on you. It appears that
Yes, sir.
on December 14th, 2015, they did file that formal charge. I'm going to take a quick look at it for you. Sir, on state of Florida versus Kevin Gibson, I'm reading right off the computer. Felony
Yes, sir.
battery with a prior conviction. Allegedly occurred on November 12th of this year.
What's that?
I'm going to look at the next page.
You giving me or you?
Signed and sworn to by Marcy Zakor of the State Attorney's Office.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any comment about this today?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Were you talking to me, sir?
Yeah, the motion to release you, Mr. Gibson, today will be denied. All previously set bond and release conditions shall
Could
remain
I-
in full force and effect. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, I was just wondering, sir. I haven't been in any trouble over 10 years, and the 06 cases have already been resolved. The victim was my uncle, which died in my arms, was a Vietnam vet. If I can resolve this today, it'd be wonderful.
Well, we can't do that. We're not allowed to resolve that kind of case in here. I
What
wish
kind
I
of case?
could, but the rules don't permit me to. So you're going to see your judge in the next week or so, and at that time you can resolve it. All right, sir?
Well, what judge is that going to be?
You know, I don't know. I don't make the scheduling.
What was he charged with?
He's charged with.
Yeah, so what? I don't understand
They'll
why.
be in front of Judge Cohen.
Is it? But it's not
Is it-
domestic violence.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes. It's filed by. Yes, it's domestic.
So basically, what, we're just setting a court date?
Yeah, you need a court date set. So could you give him a court date on this? You can't? No, we can't give you a court date. Sorry, sir. All right. May I see?
Can't even give me a court date?
Where
You'll get one sooner, man.
Tilamajos Zikos.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Is this a second look?
This is a second look.
Second look. Sorry, Patrice. Sorry, Patrice.
Justice here on the second look, the charges distribution of alcohol, possession of cocaine, possession of buprenorphine, and possession of marijuana.
Here's a DUI in New York in 2007.
Yes.
Anything else?
His information was verified, however, he ought to be going to the Florida House Experience located at 505 South Federal Highway in the city of Fairfield. If he wants to, we did speak with them, they have a better for he would have to be transported custody by DSO. If the question on medical, that's what we're maybe after.
Release to pretrial release. What should I put over here?
In there?
Hold on.
This one should have known, man.
Because I want to.
Everything
Sir, you're going to be transported to the Florida House Experience, South Federal
Yes,
Highway
sir.
in Deerfield Beach. You're going to go there. You must comply with treatment. You must comply with the facility's rules and procedures. If you violate any of them, your pretrial will be revoked. You'll be put back in custody. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is that a wrap, everyone?
No, sir. We got one more.
What do you have?
Mr. Hatfield.
Okay, I don't have him on
Didn't
my
make
list.
the docket.
Is he on the? Do you have him on the docket?
Nope.
You done, man.
Hatfield, what are you in jail for? What are you charged with?
Petty theft, my second offense.
Hold on.
No.
What's your first name, sir?
First name is Drew, D-R-E-W.
I'm not good at this, but I'll try. Okay, that's
I went in and got my key.
How do you spell your last name, sir?
Hatfield. Hatfield,
There's
like
no-
the Hatfields and McCoys.
There might not be a case number for some reason.
I wasn't gonna say that, sir, but that's what I'm saying. All right. Are you related to any of them?
No, I'm not, sir.
No, you may be. No. Okay, so let's.
No, I'm not the feuding type.
Okay. No, I meant you never know who, you know. You look up your ancestry, who you're related to. Let's see here.
No, I haven't had the chance to look at my genealogy yet.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out here.
Well,
Search results.
I think. Wait a minute. Drew S. Hatfield. First off, it looks like he has a pending. He's got multiple pending thefts, Judge.
Is he?
Yes. He's got a pending felony theft with an arraignment scheduled. It's actually supposed to be last week, and a capias was issued. No bond capias was issued.
Mr. Hatfield, I'm going to send you to your division judge. It looks like you've got a lot of things going on right now, all right? Thank you, Mr. Hatfield.
Mr. Hurley, if you would please look at the probable cause affidavit, you will see that I did not even commit the theft, that there was another defendant in the case. I was hoping that maybe you could pre-trial me so that I can retain my employment. And I do have a case open.
He's two open.
I don't have two cases open. I have one case open that I went to court on yesterday, and they moved my date to January 16th, and that is another petty theft case.
Right.
So he has
you have
two
petty
open.
thefts that are open.
One's a felony, one's a misdemeanor.
Right. Right. So I'm going to let you go see your judge. Thank you, Mr. Hatfield. Okay. I want to thank everyone. Thank you very much. Is there anything else?
Yes, one other thing. Mr. Faber called me. He has a client, Ian Malik Ortiz Diaz. He wanted to know if Your Honor could sign an order allowing us to take a picture of his injuries.
Sure. No problem. Anything else? Okay, that's a wrap. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning, bright and early. We're out from 2:35.